In a radio address yesterday, President Obama reiterated his promise to allow refugees to enter the U.S. So the plan includes 100,000 in the fiscal year 2017. GOP candidate Donald Trump responded this morning on Fox and Friends.
I can't even believe that he's saying it. It's inconceivable that he's saying it. Open borders, everything he said there is absolutely, you would almost say it's disgraceful. You can't even imagine that a man could make those statements, especially a president of this country. We need protection. We need borders. It is disgraceful that he could say this, and especially when he talks about coming in from the Middle East, frankly, even more so, where they're undocumented. We have no idea where they come from. We have no idea who they are. It is just insane what this man is saying.
Former Arizona governor and supporter of Donald Trump, Jan Brewer, is with me now. Welcome back, Governor. We are always happy to have you here.
Hi, Deidre.
Hi.
Good to be with you.
Can we win the battle against terrorists by being open or by being measuredly open?
I cannot believe what is taking place in this world today. It's just absolutely outrageous what the President of the United States is doing to our country. Absolutely. We need the people of America, of the United States, to be safe. And the only way we're going to do that is to secure our borders and increase the vetting process when immigrants come in. I know we can show sympathy for them, but obviously, looking at the past history, we haven't been very good at that vetting. And
it's very hard to do. And I mean, you know, because you were on the front lines and you passed controversial legislation that was a big amount of work for you in the sense of asking people or giving law enforcement the right to ask people to see their papers, for which everybody knows you were in some places criticized for.
Well, I was, but the fact of the matter is that the Arizona law, 1070, simply just mirrors federal law. What we need is the federal government to do their job. They need to secure our borders. It's their job to protect the people. That's something that states can't do individually. And the federal administration just every day, you're more disappointed. You're so alarmed that you've got the people of the United States just absolutely being threatened, and they're terrified. They are terrified.
I think many in Europe now see that openness has made them more vulnerable.
Absolutely. It just continues and continues and continues. We have borders for a reason, and then that is to protect the people that live within those borders.
There's a process. Would there ever be a process that you could say, okay, 3 years of vetting, 5 years of vetting, but are you saying that's too heavy a burden to put on our government?
You know, it's hard to look into the future with everything that's going on and all the extra incidences that are taking place day in and day out. The bottom line is that why would you invite these immigrants into our country when you can't vet them? And then we're responsible for them. We can't even take care of our most vulnerable.
So, Governor, I'm just curious, because you know the figures, you've done the budget. How much extra money would it take, just ballpark figure, to properly vet refugees? And I'm assuming that it takes between 3 and 5 years.
Oh, billions, probably. To do it right. I mean, we at state level, we never vetted these people. It was the Border Patrol, it was Homeland Security, it was the FBI. All we know is that they left our borders open and they were just coming through and telling our Border Patrol to stand down. And we were the recipients of all the crimes, all the costs, all the health care, the education for those that came to work. Incarceration, which they're supposed to pay back to us. None of that happened. And in the meantime, I've got foster children that are being neglected, that don't have care and don't have dollars. And so the state has to pick that up. But this whole national scene, it's like the federal government simply wants to invite the fox into the hen house. I mean, common sense would tell you this is wrong.
Former Arizona Governor, Trump supporter Jan Brewer, thank you so much. Governor Jan Brewer with me there.